Now, I'm sure by now most people saw or heard about the vicious hit from Henry Blackburn on Travis Hunter. Made him miss pretty much the entire game. It happened in the first half. And many people saw it for the dirty hit that it was. But however, you have a person like Jason Whitlock who, now you have some YouTubers saying that they figured them out. I mean, who doesn't know Jason Whitlock by now if you've been in the sports? He used to be on Fox. He used to be part of Speak for Yourself, but when he got fired, he moved on and created his own platform. And the platform that he has now called Fearless. Now, as I mentioned earlier, you have YouTubers that saying they figure him out. I'm not sure why it took so long to figure Jason Whitlock out. I said earlier that most people that follow sports and are into sports know everything there is to know about Jason Whitlock. Most people are aware that most of his subscribers that watch the Fearless show on YouTube, most of those people know that his subscribers is like a Fox News base. That says everything in and of itself. All right. Second to that, most of his commentary is slanted towards the black community. He always looks for an angle to denigrate the black community. So when he took the opportunity to talk about Deion Sanders, Travis Hunter, and the hit that was placed on Travis Hunter by Henry Blackburn, I wasn't shocked at all by the angle that he took. This is Jason Whitlock. This is what he does. He makes his money off of looking for angles, trying to find some sort of logic to justify the unjustifiable. That's what Jason Whitlock does. And it's always under the umbrella of let's denigrate or disparage the black community. That's the angle that he always takes. And if you're one of those individuals that aren't aware of Jason Whitlock's tactics, his strategies in formulating narratives for his shows, like I said, most people are aware that Henry Blackburn hit Travis Hunter illegally. Most people know it was a dirty hit. Most people know that the intent wasn't a positive one. All right? That's why the outcome was so severe. Because the intent, okay? Yeah, I'm going that far talking about intent. Because most people saw the intent. And in Henry Blackburn's mind, he targeted Travis Hunter in that particular moment. And not only just in that moment, but he had to have thought about this, about the way he was going to find a situation to actually target him in the game. And he found his moment. Now, with all that being said, let's take a listen to the insincere take by Jason Whitlock. The take is not only insincere, it's a negative one. And this guy here, Jason Whitlock, boasts about being a Christian. But listen to this take that he has. And I'm going to go as far as to say the take that Jason Whitlock has on this particular scenario is just as insincere as the take that Skip Bayless had on Damar Hamlin. Let's see if you'll agree. Welcome to Smash the Like TV.
And I don't know what Michael Irvin and Keyshawn Johnson said immediately after that. And so hopefully what they should have said is like, let's pump the brakes here on demonizing Henry Blackburn. Yes, in today's modern football, that was a late illegal hit. In today's modern football. Commonplace, in Michael Irvin's era, that's a commonplace play. That was not some over-the-top, super vicious hit. That was in the quarterback position, they used to call it a delivery sack, but it was kind of a delivery hit that safeties used to execute all the time. It was not a super vicious blow. Didn't use his helmet, didn't use his shoulder pad. But I'm not even trying to defend Henry Blackburn. Should have been flagged, and we've seen guys tossed for worse. But that's not the kind of hit that, according to reports now, he has a lacerated kidney and is going to miss 3 weeks. I think Deion has announced that he's going to miss 3 weeks. It's not the kind of hit that generally leads to that kind of injury. It was not that vicious of a hit. Only in today's modern world is that seen as a super vicious hit. If he had had the football and it got hit that way, no one would have thought it was a particularly hard hit that should lead to injury. And so no one's being a journalist here and saying, hold on, if he takes that hit in the game, no one bats an eye, no one thinks he should be that hurt. No one is sitting there thinking lacerated kidney, out 3 weeks. So it leads me to say, what don't we know? This kid had only played 8 games at Jackson State last year. He's injury prone. Why did that routine hit lacerate a kidney? Did he come into the game banged up? Let me go to the extra point, the extra layer of this. Deion put a target on his team's back. Everything Deion has been doing has been putting a target on his team's back. Deion has been running out, and I'm talking about since February, when he held the team meeting and told, or January, whenever he went to Colorado and held the team meeting and told everybody, hit the transfer portal. I'm bringing Louis Vuitton here. I want 4 and 5 star kids here. I want the best here. When Deion did that, that's the process of putting a target on your team's back. When Deion came out week 1 after beating TCU and saying, oh, I'm about to get comfortable up in here, and everybody's threatening, frustrated, a black coach leading a locker room with 75% black players. Deion racialized this whole thing and put a target on his team's back. And so if you're wondering why Henry Blackburn and those white offensive linemen and ended up the black defensive end for Colorado State, all these guys that got all these unsportsmanlike conduct penalties trying to take little cheap shots at Colorado, where's that animus coming from? Again, I've seen this a million times. I've seen poor, working class, disrespected black kids go compete against the entitled, privileged, well-funded white kids and do exactly that. Oh, you think you better than us. You think we ain't nothing. You think we're beneath you. I'll show you. Seen it a million times. I've been one of them kids. And so now you can't see it because you're so blinded by your racial idolatry, racism, that you can't see that Deion has done this to white kids.
That was Jason Whitlock, ladies and gentlemen. A man who prides himself on being a Christian, a man of decency, a man of class. So after listening to his take on the Travis Hunter and Henry Blackburn situation, what do you think of Jason Whitlock? Do you think he can be classified as a decent man, a man with class? I'm not worrying about him being classified as a Christian. I know plenty of Christians that are hypocrites and bad people. But Jason Whitlock prides himself on judging people, pointing the finger at people, and particularly those individuals or groups of people that are from the black community. Now, my justification for making this video is to highlight the inconsistencies and hypocrisies of Jason Whitlock. As I mentioned, he likes to pride himself about being a Christian man and a man of class and decency. But when you hear a take like this, he's blaming Travis Hunter on being injury prone and suggesting that there were some other medical issues going on because the hit that Henry Blackburn put on him should not have injured him as severely as he was injured. Jason Whitlock, the Christian man, is blaming Travis Hunter for the injury he suffered. He's not blaming Henry Blackburn being malicious with his intent. He's not blaming Henry Blackburn for premeditating the whole situation. Henry Blackburn was thinking about this for some time, and he was looking for the right time in the game to execute what it was that he had in his mind. And Jason Whitlock knows this. And instead of Jason Whitlock, the Christian man, saying, you know what, let me hold Henry Blackburn accountable for taking a malicious shot at a player that did not have the ball. Like Jason Whitlock even went as far as to say, if he had the ball, most people wouldn't have seen this hit as an illegal, dirty hit. Duh. I mean, that's the whole object here, you idiot. And yeah, I'm going to call him an idiot. I'm a name call right now because that's an idiotic statement. Of course, if he had the ball in his hands, nobody would have made a case about the situation. It would have been legal. It's an illegal, dirty play because he didn't have the ball. So why would you go hitting him in that fashion or hitting him at all? Now, let's speak about the fashion in which Travis Hunter was hit. Do you know that Jason Whitlock went to say that in Michael Irvin's time, that hit wasn't considered a dirty play? Now, granted, back in those days, a lot was a little bit more acceptable, but that's still a dirty play. It's the reason why down the line they changed the rules, because those are dirty plays, and a lot of people were getting injured from football plays that are viewed as non-football plays. That wasn't a football play by Henry Blackburn. That hit that Henry Blackburn placed on Travis Hunter was not a football play. If he had the football in his hands, it would have been a legal hit. It would have been justified. Now, mind you, Jason Whitlock is a Christian man, as I keep repeating, and he's trying to justify the unjustifiable. You can't justify Henry Blackburn's actions here. Now, as a Christian man, how is he finding room to blame Travis Hunter for being injury prone and blaming Deion Sanders for supposedly put a target on his team because he's excited about his job? He's excited about the job that he was anticipating on doing, and he's excited about the job that he's doing now heading into the future. Deion Sanders is excited about what he's building in Colorado. Jason Whitlock may not be as excited for him as a lot of people are. Jason Whitlock is proving that he's one of the haters. And this is a Christian man with this hate in his blood for black people. This is Smash the Like TV. Your host, Be Easy, signing off. Peace.